Okay, hello everyone. So in this video, instead of doing the How to Find series, which I love and I think I've been going through pretty well, I've just gotten into miscellaneous though, where I'm recording present day. I don't quite remember how the recording schedule is or how far I am along in it. Anyway, How to Find, I love it, but as I've been doing these How to Find ones, like definitely with the yellow one, I forget its name again, but anyway, realizing how good these actually kind of are in Boneworks combat, I was thinking, you know what, I should just do a completely separate series going through all of these again, and even some of these physics guys, but as you know, how combat viable are they? Why is the wrench in miscellaneous and not in melee? Anyway, so because of that, we are going to go through all of these again, but with combat in mind. So Sledgehammer first. Let's hop into Fantasy Arena, because even though I like Zombie Warehouse, and I'll probably use Zombie Warehouse for Katana, Board Gun, obviously, since that's the arena where you get it from. Most of the other stuff, I just like Fantasy Arena more for testing. So, Sledgehammer, that's what I said. So, this guy. I am not a fan of two-handed weapons in this game. Let's do survival, and let's start a new one. That way I ramp up from easier to more and more difficult, you know, combat scenarios. So as far as throwing it, it's not bad. Because of the extra weight, it goes more slowly. So you don't have to worry as much about unless you throw it out of the way, about articulation. So throwing isn't terrible, but it is kind of slow because of that. The other reason, which you're seeing right here, is that, or the other reason why I don't like this weapon actually in Boneworks, is because it's such a small target area that you have to hit an enemy with. So for instance, oh, I got that one with the backside, but like, see, I missed that. Okay, let me get some range. Okay, that seemed like a one-hit kill. Might not have been. Yeah, it wasn't. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is not great already. It's actually kind of better thrown, in a way. Maybe that's just against these guys. Okay, what if I reverse grip and like throw it down like this? Okay. For the crablets, that's kind of okay. Where I did this, like throwing it down. Also, with the camera just being installed, I guess. Yeah, installed is the right term. That also made me want to do this series, because now I can kind of show you my physical movements outside in the real world, because unfortunately you only see about 2/3 of what I see in the headset, and even then Boneworks is not like Beat Saber, where Beat Saber, yeah, you pretty much get everything that's going on by what you see, or at least about 60% of it. With Boneworks, I would say you get a solid 20% by watching what I'm doing on the screen. So that's why the camera, wherever it is pretty useful for odd stuff like this, where it's not just jumping and mounting 100 times to beat the game. I know it's more than that, but you know, that's how it feels. Okay, that was interesting. It's definitely a momentum weapon, as I've been saying this whole time. And I'm not a fan of momentum weapons, in Boneworks combat, because in real life you can modulate how far your wrist moves and everything, and you can, you know, more so feel the weight of the weapon, which I don't mind as much. Oh my goodness. Come on. But in Boneworks, since you have infinite wrist strength, it's the only way to really tell how heavy, that was a funny sound, how heavy a weapon is just by how slowly it reacts. So see that? I don't know, but if you get the momentum going, like around and down, for instance, it's not that bad. Like, oh, that was kind of close. The other thing with this weapon, and with a lot of weapons in this game, blunt force is good in this game, but it is nowhere near as good as slashing damage, because piercing likes to get stuck in things, so it's pretty terrible. Blunt like this, it's good, doesn't get stuck in things, which is good, but slashing deals multiple hits of damage in one attack, which is just so incredible. That's why I would say katana. Shield is also in this because of the little rivets, but and also slashing weapons, you don't have to worry about getting a tiny little surface area. But what about knives? Well, knives are basically your hands, so you have an incredible amount of dexterity there. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of this weapon, as I've made abundantly clear. That threw it really far. I guess I've been using it one-handed this whole time. I'll try two hands. The issue is, for one thing, when you have one hand, you just pull it back and you're good. However, with two hands, you have to, if you let it go or if it falls out, you want to readjust, you have to do another action. Okay, that was good. Another action to readjust your second hand as well. Okay. But see, okay, the other issue with this, how should I explain it? Sure, like here, with this wall, yeah, I have some time. So, I can hit here, but if I go too far and I hit here, the enemy just hits this yellow section, like that, and it goes thump, and it does like no damage. So, that is the other thing that's really nice about the katana, is that practically never happens. See, it's such a small area. It's such a small area, like I'm hitting him on the yellow section so much. And yes, I'm doing this for fun, so you obviously don't need to do that, where it doesn't go into your hands immediately. You can just keep your hands still and it'll go in there normally, but I like to do that with heavier weighted weapons. That seemed like a one-hit kill. Okay. It is just such a small area. Like, I do not like the fireman's axe for all the same reasons, except that it also sticks in enemies, but I will say I'm kind of missing. Where did it go? Oh, what? It's not my, oh, it is in my inventory, no wonder. But yeah, anyway, the fireman's axe, at least you have a longer area, like this big, to hit something with. Whereas here, it's so tiny. My goodness. It is a weapon. It functions. As you can clearly see, I have been able to kill stuff with it. And it's okay at best. Like, it functions, but I wonder, should I be using it like this? Is the back end of the hammer better? You would think not. Yeah, probably isn't. I'm probably just imagining things. Okay, that was a miss. Wait, really? That was a good hit. That was with this side. And that was with this side. Have I come across something really strange? Yeah, not for these inanimates, obviously. You want to use the other side, but okay. Let's try this. What if it's like a spear? Like, this is not a spear, but like this kind of deal. I wonder. Okay. It's even a smaller surface area though, which is not great, but seems to do better. I don't know. Oh, he ducked. Oh no. Oh no, my arm. Maybe adjust. Goodness, you have such a limited time to... Oh, yeah, that was not a kill. I think that was. Okay. Good neck shot. But yeah, I guess that's really all I have to say about this weapon, is that if you can hit your opponent, it's good, but it's heavy, it's two-handed, and that was funny. And in general, I would just pick something else. Like, a knife is way better than this. Just saying. So let's move on to the next one, because I was thinking of doing 2 every time for these videos, just like I do 2 videos about collectibles every 4th day. So I don't know how I'm going to be scheduling these, but I definitely saw that the next one was the implement born of civilization itself, the shovel. Shovel is interesting because actually it kind of behaves like a shovel would in real life for combat. Like this point here, these here are actually really good. I wouldn't say it's... Oh, that was close. Almost lost it there. Kinda. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's like a sword edge, but it's still a good edge. Yeah, it kinda... Okay, that's a use. Where you find this is at the end of the runoff with all these zombie guys. And it does pretty well against them. Now, if you use it, like just practicing with shovel, I found that this is the best way to use it. But if you use it like you would assume you would use a shovel, like this, like an axe, let's try that for a bit. Come on, jump. Jump for goodness sake. Okay, that's not terrible. And again, wider area to hit, which is great compared to the sledgehammer. Okay. I mean, it's no katana, but I'm tempted to throw it. Right, like that. I mean, sure. Again, getting stuck in things. But it doesn't get super stuck in them, which is good. Like, that seemed pretty okay as a throw. You have a lot of cool spins, which look nice. I mean, enemy spinning with this because it's so light for what it does, being two-handed, or technically two-handed. Yeah, I don't know. I think the front is still pretty good. Oh, back end, that's true. Let's try back end. Ah, goodness. Whoop. It's so okay. Hit back end. I mean, it works. It's just not as consistent as this front edge here. I don't know. But swing. Right, like that is kind of silly in my opinion. Right, that was a slice. Okay. Right, it kind of is performing like a sword, I guess, in Boneworks. The way I'm fighting with it. Or an axe, I guess, because of the small area that actually is viable as a weapon. Yeah. Maybe. It's okay. Again, it's no katana. It's no just hit anywhere on the blade and the enemy dies instantly, but shovel is looking pretty okay, even though everything looks good compared to yeah, see, back isn't that good. But as I was saying, everything looks pretty good compared to a weaker weapon like the Sledgehammer. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to focus a bit because if I miss a lot, that doesn't really help you with understanding. Or help you to understand how good or bad of a weapon this is. If I just miss a lot. Yeah, like the throw and then pull back seems to be a good, if I can hit. Right? So that's an interesting bonus for the shovel, is that it's easy to get out of enemies, which is good. Come on. Need some range and also some skill to, well, and it wasn't getting out as easily that time. I don't know. I think the original way that I found out was better, where you just do this and run into the head, and that's kind of it. Yeah, I know the cable. I know the cable. Where's the last guy? Oh, or crablet, whatever. I mean, that kind of took as many hits as the other ones though, but that is pretty much always a one-hit kill. Unless that happens. Come to me. Come closer. Oh no. Yeah, okay. It does get stuck in things a lot more often than I remembered. I would definitely say it's better than Sledgehammer though. I threw it too early. Definitely better than Sledgehammer, definitely worse than Katana. What else? I would say it's about equivalent to just using a gun as a melee weapon, honestly. Like, the benefit with the gun as a melee weapon is that it has a lot more detail on the hitbox, so you get multiple hits per attack, versus this guy is kind of one hit. But it's light, which again, one-handed I like. And it can be used with two hands, it's just, in Boneworks, I don't see why you would do that. Especially because of the other reason that if you're not in arena, you're probably holding something with your offhand. Or if you aren't, you have that open as a possibility. See, that was good. That was good. Yeah, I don't really know what else to talk about with the implement Born to Civilization. It's kind of just, it's good. It's good, but it's not great. It's middle of the road. It's okay. as a weapon, I would say, in Boneworks. Yeah. I mean, it's not a good spinny... Well, I say taking him out. It's not a great spinny weapon either. It's okay. Like, it has a wide enough area that can hit that it's a decent thrown melee weapon. But yeah, the other thing that you really need to wind up for this weapon to work is a bit of a detriment for sure. Because knives, for instance, in this game, you do not need like a wind up. See how I'm doing that? Whereas a knife, I could just go alongside, and that would be that. So, yeah. Again, okay. It's an okay weapon. Unless it does that. In which case, kind of less than okay. And I'm still getting used to... Wow. I'm still getting used to where to throw it to get this upper part. Because I'm used to katana, where just... Again, anything you hit on that blade kind of instantly dies. So, I guess that's it for the video. See you next time.